let's get something out of the way. Nobody's relaxing. Nobody seems to really know how to anymore. I am several shades of stressed, and waking up to doom scroll through social media only to be terrified by the incoming nuclear apocalypse, climate change, and the inevitable collapse of the capitalistic system and the world economy doesn't really make me feel better. So by the time I leave my bed, I'm already anxious, scared, and exhausted. And it's not even 8 a.m. So, how do we relax in this day and age? If you're here, you're most likely looking for answers as to why you feel disconnected from yourself. There were perhaps hobbies, activities, things you like to do, people you like to see, events in your city that you enjoyed attending. But maybe you find yourself unable to find the energy to do any of those things anymore, or you're no longer motivated by the things you used to enjoy, and you feel isolated from who you used to be. Bitch, same. So I have some theories as to why and some ideas of things we can try out to reconnect to the things that we once enjoyed doing so that maybe we can relax again. Before we get into it, if this video provides you with answers, give it a like. And if you like my dog, do subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot, but also look at him! Okay, so first up, I want to talk about this little thing called guilt. Because by and large, one of the biggest reasons you can't relax is because you're feeling guilty. And you're feeling guilty about one specific thing. You think you're not doing enough work. See, when you're low in executive function, that is, you lack the ability to do things you have to do, tasks pile up. And you lose energy even just thinking about all the things you have to do, leaving you exhausted and unable to do those things to begin with. It's like the sloth that eats its own tail. Do sloths have a tail? And this generates guilt. So when you finally sit down to watch your reality show or play your video game, your brain is going, but do you really deserve to? Jail! Jail for your brain. So how do we fix that? Well, one of the things that I found works for my brain involves 2 steps. First, you have to understand that people don't work as much as you think they do. So you shouldn't overwork yourself to the point of collapse. And second, I had to learn to slow down. Do less. Now, how does that even help? Well, because my theory is that if you take longer to do something, well, first of all, you're probably going to do it right the first time. Because be honest with me, you do things fast, but you end up having to do them twice. And second, you're going to get that sense of achievement, which is that sort of permission that you need to give yourself to even start relaxing. So yeah, slow down, check off tasks from your list, and give yourself permission to reward yourself at the end of the day by doing something you love or used to love. Time enjoyed is not time wasted, or something to that effect. And then there's this little thing called revenge sleep procrastination. Now, revenge sleep procrastination is defined as the act to purposely delay sleep to engage in other activities. In other words, and here are some hard to swallow pills for you, once you've finished being a people pleaser all day and moving your boundaries around for everybody else, the only time you have to relax for yourself is before bedtime. Everyone's turned in for the night, nobody needs you, the stores are all closed. So instead of going to sleep, we stay up, well, doing whatever it is that we can do with what little energy we still have left. Usually this is watching TV or doom scrolling, which is great if that's what you want to do. Congratulations, you're relaxing, gold star. But it's not the best use of our creative energy, is it? Because even if you are being creative at night and using that time for your personal projects, it's not very relaxing, is it? And we need to relax. We need playtime. Not everything has to be about the grind. So what can we do about this? Well, it's simple. It's really not. It's super hard. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I said that. You have to start to learn how to say no. Honestly. No to favors, no to your boss trying to get you to work after dark, no to things that are other people's responsibilities. In other words, you need to learn how to set boundaries. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this one. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to learn. And I'm still learning. I'm still not great at it, but hey, the first step is admitting you have a problem, right? So, how's that going to help you with getting to sleep earlier? Well, it's gonna give you extra time to work on the things that you do want to work on. If you're not doing favors for somebody else, you have free time to do your things before bedtime. So you can finally relax when the time comes because you've achieved the thing. And now you can give yourself permission to do nothing. Now, number three, we have the state of the world as a whole. Listen, nobody is relaxing, and I think I mentioned this before. Everyone's stressed trying to hit ghost milestones on fake email jobs while trying to come up with the best buzzwords to justify their salary, and it's eroding us. The way life is set up right now is insane. People, especially younger generations, finally have the freedom to not have to be tied down to somebody else for solely economic purposes. But they're quickly finding out that the current system is set up specifically for those kind of people, for families where one person can stay at home and take care of the house. And the house is a whole job. Some of us are out here alone, mentally ill and socially anxious, trying to live a full life of waking up, walking the dog, getting breakfast, commuting to work, doing 8 hours of soul-sucking work, commuting back, walking the dog again, making dinner, doing laundry, doing the dishes, and throwing out the vegetables that you forgot to cook last week, that it's no wonder how everybody is on their last freaking legs. But then there's this background noise where society tells you that you should be able to do this and more if you want to be financially independent and, I don't know, happy? It's crazy, and something's gonna have to give soon enough. But in the meantime, what do we do about it? Well, we change our mentality. We are exhausted. We are tired, yes, but we are achieving things. Taking care of a pet is an entire job. Making dinner is an entire job. Going to the gym is an entire job. And here you are doing it all. So be kinder to yourself, as kind as you possibly can. Because if you were a friend of yourself from the outside looking in, you'd be amazed at the sort of stuff you can accomplish on your own. And I'm just some stranger in the little magic light box trying to tell you that I am amazed by the stuff that you've accomplished so far. It's time to accept that all the effort you put into surviving counts as an achievement. And as we've discussed, and you of course agreed if you've made it this far into the video, achievements fuel chill time. Every small thing you complete counts. And at number 4, you have to set realistic goals for yourself. This is tied directly to how I told you earlier that we have to slow down. People don't finish entire projects in 1 week. People don't finish novels in a month. People don't learn how to play the piano in 6 weeks. What I'm saying is that in order for you to keep racking up these achievements that I keep mentioning, you need to stop viewing the completed project as just one achievement. It's many milestones strung together. So reward yourself when you make it through the day. Reward yourself if you did one thing right at work. Reward yourself if you didn't break a glass at the restaurant. Because they may not be an achievement for a multimillionaire with multiple companies, but they definitely count for people who don't have personal chefs and a dog walker. Also, and this is just bonus content, DLC if you will, but for some of us, even having a hobby is a matter of guilt. Let me explain a bit. One of my hobbies is video games. It's how I relax. But throughout my life, I've heard how it's a childish activity and that I should grow out of it. Which puts me in this odd situation where I want to relax, I want to enjoy a video game, but my brain keeps replaying those words over and over. When I caught the depressions 2 years ago, that's all I could hear. So I was sad and I couldn't even enjoy a video game. So now part of my relaxing strategy is to, frankly, understand that the person paying for this apartment is me. The person reaching milestones is me. The person getting things done and achieving stuff, even if it's small stuff, is me. And only I get a say in what I can or can't enjoy. So be good to you. Recognize the need of the human brain for play and give yourself props for the things you do accomplish. Everything from sending an email to completing a task to leading a meeting to serving a lovingly cooked meal counts. Hell, even chopping an onion counts as a completed task. One of the things that might be blocking your dopamine from reaching your brain is the fact that you only count fully completed projects as one achievement. And even then, you won't reward yourself because you could have done it faster. It's a mindset change and it's difficult, but if you start today, you'd be one day ahead of tomorrow you. So I want to hear about this. Sound off in the comments down below about the things you have achieved this week. Once you start writing it down, it might surprise you how much you've actually gotten done and how little you've rewarded yourself for it. Thank you for spending this time with me and giving me the chance to share my thoughts with you. If you find any value out of these videos, please consider supporting this channel by liking, subscribing, or sharing. Thank you so much.